Wanted to put together a quick video to show you how to change the oil on the transfer case on a Honda 300 Fourtrax. This is a little bit of a harder one to video for you. There is a 12 millimeter bolt on the bottom of the transfer case. This is your transfer case here. This is your fill plug. There's an oil check plug and there's a drain plug underneath here. Now I've gone ahead and loosened it. It's on the bottom of the transfer case right by the frame. And let's go ahead and finish removing that. And these take, everybody always wonders what kind of oil to put in that transfer case. These actually take 1040 oil, the same oil you put in the engine. And a lot of people think you want to put some 90 weight gear oil or something like that. Nope, good old Honda oil is what you want to put in there. So go ahead and let that drain. Drain plug out all the way. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and remove that fill plug while I'm at it. And one of the things that makes this a little bit unique is there's a check plug as well. So there's a fill plug, a check plug, and the actual drain itself. So I'm going to pull that check plug out of there. Now, I want to show you the oil I'm using is Honda 4-stroke GN4 motor oil. It's just what Honda recommends. It's a 1040 oil, and it's got additives in there specifically for ATV. So if you're thinking, oh, I've got some other 1040 oil, I can just throw that in there. Honda specifically recommends that, and honestly any of your ATV manufacturers recommend using an oil specific for ATVs. It's got different additives for how they burn and what they do for as far as slipping and clutch packs and all that jazz. I'll let you research what the oil additives are themselves. I just, having done piles of research and reading the manuals and willing to pay for any synthetic oil that's out there, from everything I've seen, the Honda oil is specifically the best for this application. So now I've got that bottom fill plug back in there. I'm gonna grab my wrench and come through the bottom. It's a little bit of a bugger to get to because you got to go right against that frame. And get it nice and snug. Don't over tighten it, as I have a tendency to do. And I'm going to grab my funnel and I'm actually going to use my other funnel. It's a little easier against that frame. I'm going to pour some oil in there, and it'll fill right till that check valve starts to pour out. So we'll just pour some in there and watch for it to come out of that check screw on that fill screw on the front of the case. So Pour that in. Still not coming out just yet. It holds 200 cubic centimeters, which is great because just about everybody I know doesn't know how much 200 cubic centimeters is. Okay, it's starting to pour out the front of the transfer case now. I'm going to go ahead and take that fill screw. And it is a 10 millimeter. So that bolt on the bottom of the transfer case you take out to drain it is a 12 millimeter. The bolt that you use to check that fill is a 10 millimeter. So I'll switch that. Move that funnel now that that's fill plugs in there, and it's snug. And we've checked the amount because it's coming out that fill valve, that fill plug. We can put our actual fill plug in, our check plugs in, and we can put our fill cap back on. And I have my plow attachment, if you're wondering what that piece is in front of it. You may not have that on yours. I've got an old cycle country plow on mine that's the way they used to mount the handle for those to come up. A much older design, but it still works, so I don't change it. And then you take that 17 millimeter for that plug, tighten it up, and you're done. So just to give you one more shot of that oil, here is the Honda Gen 4 GN4 1040 SJ oil, and it's what they recommend for the engine oil, and it's what they recommend for the transfer case as well. Now I'll put a link to that. I just get it off of Amazon. That's the best place I found it. Thanks for watching.